guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So this Gotenks right here is the newest World Tournament reward card to get his awakening. So let me just go ahead and awaken this TEQ base form Gotenks. I will go ahead and link level the new link he got, and we will see how effective this Gotenks can be in battle. I think that this Gotenks might be fairly decent. So let me link level him, and we will test them out. Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So today we're going to take a look at this TEQ Gotenks. This Gotenks got his Dokkan Awakening along with the most recent World Tournament. I think that this Gotenks is okay. He's going to have at least a little bit of value because he is a character that stacks. Stacking is always very strong, right? That's just simply how that works. You know, it's a very easy way to make characters a little bit more relevant than they might have been. Remember that the thing about Gotenks at this point, I think would make a very good Dokkan Fest. Or, you know, I don't know, Carnival LR, something like that, right? Gotenks would make a very good, like, top 10 overall unit in the game because of the teams he's on. Gotenks, let's see what we have here. Buu Saga, Fusion, Hybrid Saiyan, Youth, Special Pose, Rapid Growth, Connected Hope, Gifted Warrior, Heavenly Events. What is this one? This is Time Limit? That's Time Limit. Then he's on, I think this is Entrusted Will. This is Entrusted Will. And then he's on Fuse Fighter. And then finally he's on Warrior Raised on Earth. Gotenks is helping a lot of teams that really need help. I would love, I think, a major player Gotenks right now would actually work really well. These are the types of teams, you know, historically, like, you know, Fusion, Buu Saga, Hybrid Saiyans have been, you know, teams that get buffs every 5 seconds, but I think for the most of 2022, these are teams that actually have not really been buffed too much, although 7th anniversary LRs run Fusion, but the thing is, besides the Fuse Fighter team, Fusion and Potara, like, the way they always split them up was never good. Now that we have the actual Fuse Fighter category, that'll be good. Okay, so this is Gotenks. We are on a 200% leader skill. Majin Vegeta. I think Majin Vegeta's team is terrible, by the way. There's just not enough, like, really strong units on here. You know, there's numerous Buu Saga characters up for EZAs. There's still a lot of animations they could use from the Buu Saga as well. So we've got some real potential still left to go, right? So the main thing with Gotenks, he is supporting. He gives Youth and Fusion category allies 1 key, 20% attack, and 10% defense. So 2 separate buffs to the 2 different categories. But then Gotenks also, based upon how many TEQ key spheres he gets guaranteed additionals. So, like, let's have this Goten hit this right here, and we're gonna be good to go. So TEQ Gotenks, let's see, we're at 90k defense. This is horrendous, terrible, awful, just dog shit, right? But he does get another 100% attack and defense when attacking with 3 or more key spheres. So we're not going to see this proc right here. Are we? No, we did. It did proc right there. Okay. So there's those extra stats right there that he gets, right? Then, based upon TEQ key spheres, with 3 TEQ key spheres, he gets a guaranteed additional with a medium chance to super. And with 5 TEQ key spheres, he gets a guaranteed additional with a 50% chance to super. I actually think those abilities are, like, that's not bad. It at least gives him potential, right? Like, it's like, he doesn't come out and it's like, all right, he sucks, and then we never talk about him again, right? At least I could see this Gotenks being useful in some spots in the future. Potential legend, like, you know, if we get, like, a new legendary event, like a legendary Frieza event, or a legendary Buu event, or a legendary Vegito event, I don't know, some shit like that. Well, if he's gonna do all normals, that's not great. Okay, the hidden potential system additional kicked in, nice. But, like, you know, if we get some sort of legendary mission, right, or a new legendary event, because, like, all these categories, look, you know, the Dokkan Fest DBZ Bardock celebration, how did they operate with that celebration? Clearly they were, you know, sort of saving their resources towards, you know, making other content upcoming. Potentially, you know, Beast Gohan, they're, you know, putting extra resources towards Anniversary. It's obvious, right, by the fact that the celebration had nothing. And the way they kind of did, like, filler type content was missions for the legendary events, right? Even though, if, you know, some people might have forgotten this, but there previously already was titles we could obtain that said we completed all the missions from the legendary events. So it's almost like they decided to go back and add those missions to that the Bardock, like for the celebration to like Legendary Goku event, GT Legendary Goku event. They decided to add those in later, is what it really seems like. So it's like I think that characters that potentially could stack that are on really shitty categories, which Gotenks is on. Youth is not incredible. Special Pose is not incredible. I mean, Heavenly Events, Connected Hope, Rapid Growth, right? Like he's on a lot of teams that can like benefit, right? For sure. Okay, this is a pretty decent rotation right here. So Gotenks, we what, double supered last turn? It is important that we get the 5 tech key spheres so we can continue to stack up. So with our 3 key spheres, what does our buff jump up to? Wow, he's up to 200k already. I mean, this is a lot of support, right? We're getting the support from Goten as well as the base Vegito. Okay, sure, let's keep going. Remember that we are probably going to quadruple super. The thing with characters, once characters start to get like 2 additionals built in, that's when you start to see them very consistently get that hidden potential system additional like nearly every turn, right? Which we're probably going to see throughout most of this run here, I would imagine. Alright, so let's see what Gotenks gives us. If he gives us a really good... See, so Gotenks stacks, it's not only defense, but he also stacks attack. I guess we could potentially say, now this one's a 50%. Yep, we got it. It might be better if he was only stacking defense, potentially. Because if he was only stacking defense, the defensive stack would probably be 30% and not 20%, the way it is right now. Stacking attack, I mean, unless... I think stacking attack is mostly worthless unless you are a character that has like a powerful active skill super attack. If you're a unit with an active skill super attack stacking, like like, you know, look at Pan, the 7th anniversary LRs. Like you turn these active skill super attacks from like really powerful, like helpful additions in tough fights to actual like finishing moves. Like the boss is dead, right? Like Pan, I am not the biggest fan of Pan's design. I think she's okay. I mean, she is the natural progression of like the Blue Kaioken Goku type. I certainly like her design much better than Blue Kaioken Goku back in the day, right? But it's like with Pan, it's like if you utilize her correctly, she gets a bunch of stacks in. That active skill, it's like she's doing more damage with her active skill than any character does with one single attack in the game, right? So it's like that is very, very helpful to have. Just like this huge megaton hammer that you just drop on the enemy and they're dead. It's definitely, I would say, very helpful. Okay, so this is good. So it looks like we're going to get to this next phase with the enemy having full health, which is going to be good. So that means Gotenks can get his full round of attacks in. Let's see what Gotenks' stats look like, right? So it's like, we're just doing super on super on super on super. We're just getting a lot of super attacks in right here. So he's at 200k at base at the start. Oh, I didn't go over his link set. So his link set is Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, that's good, Innocence, Shocking Speed, Fuse Fighter, Over in a Flash, and Shattering the Limit. Now, if we take a look at Gotenks, let me just quickly point out, Gotenks has got some good links here. I don't really want to say this is an issue, but I can use this to further piggyback the point that I just really think that fusion type characters are just not in a good spot right now. So let's go ahead and flip over right here, and let's take a look. So look at the characters that Gotenks is linking up incredibly well with, and we'll see that they all suck, right? Like there's nothing here. Weirus is okay, right? Like maybe Vegex is okay. That's it. Like maybe this Gotenks is okay. So it's like fusion type characters, like characters with some of these links, right? Certainly could be done better. Okay, so let's see what Gotenks gets. Remember, we get the 100% with 3 key spheres, which Gotenks does create these tech key spheres. Now, you certainly could run into issues, right? If you're just creating a colored orb, it does not mean you're going to get, 10 of those every single turn, but it is going to be reasonable at least to get a few. What do we jump up to? 272. I mean, he's looking better, but This is certainly like a legendary event mission character, right? Like, it's like, again, the legendary Vegeta event adds a mission for warriors raised on Earth. Like, maybe we'd use his Gotenks or something like that. I don't know, right? Like, it's like something like that. This does not seem like some crazy character. It's just, this just goes to show how good defensive stacking is, right? Like, this unit probably is really nothing, but he's got the defensive stacking and support, so it's like now, like, he can kind of do some stuff. And you could have crazy luck, right? If he's gonna quadruple super a couple of turns in a row, right? Like, he's gonna, you know, actually stack his defense up to a relatively solid number. Certainly not a red zone character, this Gotenks, but I don't hate him, actually. Like, it's like, I could see the value in him, right? Like, it's like, you know, a world tournament free-to-play character is probably not going to be like a red zone crusher. Although, to be fair, who is it? The TEQ Super Saiyan Gotenks from the, the TEQ Super Saiyan Gohan from the Cell games. He actually, you know, you can go against like Broly and Metal Cooler and he could do some stuff. He could still take a lot of damage early on before he stacks up, right? And that, you know, that Gohan doesn't really link up the best because he doesn't have to prepare for battle, but... Or, wait, does he not have Saiyan lineage too, that Gohan? Let me actually, I want to quickly double check that Gohan's links, because that's one issue with that Gohan I have encountered a lot, is that he always seems to be struggling for ki for me. That TEQ Super Saiyan Gohan. I just want to take a quick glance at his links. Alright, what are we looking at here? Again, we can keep up a pretty good amount of Gotenks' links. We're at 200k right here. Okay, let's go ahead and get our orbs. We have been able to consistently get the 5 orbs every time, 276. Alright, again, we'll just sort of keep looking at some of Gotenks' numbers here, but I think by this point, we've pretty much seen what it is that Gotenks has to offer, right? Like, I think we've seen it. So that Super Saiyan Gohan, his link set, Super Saiyan, Saiyan Warrior Race, Golden Warrior, Gaze of Respect, Z Fighter, all in the family. Yeah, he doesn't have Saiyan lineage or prepare for battle. That's the issue. If he had those, that would help him out a lot. And then Gotenks. Gotenks just been sitting in that 2 million range pretty much the entire fight, right? Like, he is stacking attacks, so he's slowly getting higher with that, but attack stacking is really not that impressive. This is a good turn, right? Like, we're probably not going to top this. There we go. One more. No hidden potential system additional right there. But yeah, there's this TEQ base form Gotenks. I guess it's important to remember, again, he is creating the TEQ key spheres, and he is giving the support, right? Youth and fusion category allies are getting the support. It's certainly a bit of an outdated support ability, though, right? Considering that he is giving just, like, basically a minor buff to fusion and a minor buff. Well, I don't know if I want to call it minor, but 1 key, 20% attack, 10% defense. It's an easy way that they, like, power creep for, like, you know, our units are just slowly, you know, getting better over the years, stuff like that. Like, giving, like, minor support, like, buffs like this to a lot of characters could be a good way characters could get stronger moving forward, right? Like, I don't know, even maybe, like, LR Hachiak, right, sort of has that, where he just gives, it's just, like, in his passive, he just gives extreme class allies 3 key, right? Like, that's a very good way to help, I think, some characters moving forward. This is what they did with a couple of those World Tournament reward cards, right? Like the STR Goku Black kind of has a similar thing too. Oh, this is an int boss, huh? Vegito will be okay right here, yeah? Let's give Vegito some orbs. Let's test. I'm curious. I remember people were going so nuts over this TEQ Vegito when he came out. Oh, he's so good. Let's see. TEQ Vegito, show us what you got, brother. I think my TEQ Vegito has full dodge, right? No, he doesn't. Okay, well. Alright, let's see what Gotenks' stats are. This is the best turn we're going to see from Gotenks. He gets up to 400k. What turn is it? It's turn 10, though. I mean, turn 10. Alright, is Vegito okay right here? Oof, that sucks. Okay. I certainly would have preferred he would have been able to super attack. This is not going to one-shot us, right? TEQ Vegito certainly is not that bad. Okay. I mean, we're in an infinite Dragon Ball history stage. TEQ Vegito. I mean, it is type disadvantage. He's not going to die, though. I mean, he's all right. No additional supers. Okay, that sucks. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Of course. Come on. Come on. All right, Gotenks. Let's see what he gets up to. He's at 3.37. We broke 3 million, bruh. There we go. Gotenks. Look at him. No, Gotenks, he's fine, right? Like, I feel like he's better than the STR Goku Black that came out with the last World Tournament, so that's decent, right? You know, stacking is always going to be good. Let's hope that, you know, free-to-play characters get stacking, get minor support, orb changing, these types of abilities to really make them useful. There's spots where this Gotenks could be like the 6th option on the team, and he's buffing really bad categories, right? You know, if he's on the Pure Saiyan team or Bond of Parent and Child, it's like, yeah, he's not really going to help out too much. But, you know, on Special Pose, Rapid Growth, Connected Hope, like, you know, he's a nice extra addition to those teams, so that's good. All right, this is Convinced Power Gotenks. His leader skill is Super Tech type Key 3 and 90% of stats. His super attack is the Dynamite Kick, which stacks attack and defense, does supreme damage to the enemy, and then lowers enemy defense. His passive skill, Vitality of Fusion Warrior, gives him 100% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then he changes AGL Key Spheres to Tech Key Spheres at the start of turn. Then he gives Youth category allies 1 key, 20% attack, and 10% defense. Then he gives Fusion category allies 1 key, 20% attack, and 10% defense. Then he gets an additional 100% attack and defense when attacking with 3 key spheres obtained. Then he gets a guaranteed additional of the medium chance to super, which is a 30% chance, with 3 tech key spheres, and then a guaranteed additional of the high chance to super, 50%, with 5 or more tech key spheres. So, Gotenks will be able to rapid fire a lot of supers, and then potentially a lot of defensive stacks, which could be useful. His link set is Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Innocence, Shocking Speed, Fuse Fighter, Over in a Flash, Shattering the Limit. 12 key multiplier, 140% typical for Easy 8 characters, right? And then finally, or for just free-to-play banner unit, regular characters, 140% is typical. And then finally, this is where, you know, Gotenks, again, they could have made him a little bit better, sure, but at the very least, he is helping a lot of category teams that need help, right? Like, here's Buu Saga, which has really only gotten a very shitty free-to-play LR, a very shitty banner unit, a bunch of free-to-play characters, and then Int Majin Vegeta this year. And Int Majin Vegeta is only good on this team if Trunks is good, which Trunks is not good. So, yeah, that team needs help. Then Fusion as well. Besides the 7th anniversary LRs, Fusion has got nothing. Yeah, exactly. Here's Hybrids. Yeah, Hybrids has gotten nothing this year. I mean, we have Pan, sure, but I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Pan. Okay, so there's the Hybrid Saiyan team. Youth has gotten, I guess, well, they got Kid Goku, who's, you know, like borderline a top 5 unit in the game, and Pan, but at least we got some options, right? Besides Easy A's, of course. Special Pose got the Gammas, which is really good, and I guess a bunch of the Ginyu Force units and stuff. But still, any options for Special Pose is good. Here's Rapid Growth. This is our first Rapid Growth unit of the year. Damn, okay. Here's Connected Hope. Oh, we actually have gotten some rather decent characters for Connected Hope this year. That DBZ Bardock, and then STR Piccolo. That's nice. LR Goku and Piccolos. Okay, so Connected Hope. Here he is on Gifted Warrior as well, which has gotten some solid additions this year. Gotenks is also on Heavenly Events. I mean, this is one of those very, very niche categories. This could use as much help as we could possibly get, right, for sure. Then Gotenks is over here on the Time Limit category. We certainly need a lot more added to this, for sure. Then Gotenks is over here on Entrusted Will. Again, just a lot of these sort of weird categories Gotenks is helping out. Here's Fuse Fighter, the real Fusion team. An extra addition to that's never a bad thing. And then finally, the new Dokkan Fest Yamcha Warrior Raised on Earth category Gotenks is on. So let me know what you guys think of this free-to-play Gotenks. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.